Hey, 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 welcome back to Women's Wednesday. I have a very special guest with me today, Brettney from the Go Girls. Woo! Yes, I want to start off and let her explain a little bit what Go Girls is so that
Definitely.
everybody knows what is going on that you're doing here in Pittsburgh.
Sure. So Go Girls is a nonprofit organization. We launched in March of 2016. And when it started, it was really about just empowering women and girls. But as time progressed, I noticed the need for girls aging out of foster care. There was this disconnect between getting out of foster care and achieving successful adulthood. So I realized, like, what can we do to help this solve this problem? So that's when Go Girls kind of shift our mission to addressing the critical needs for supportive services. So
Okay.
what we do is we provide life skills for these girls. So that's anything from cooking, cleaning, financial education, dealing with mental health, weight loss, anything that they can ask for, we provide the service from them for them. In addition, we provide a cohort of support. So one of the things I always want people to understand is that you should never become reliant on any social service provider.
Okay.
Work me out of a job.
Right?
So what I want these girls to do is to establish a cohort of support amongst each other. Oh, you were in foster care? So was I, girl. Let's support each other.
Yes.
We don't need them over there. We can support each other. So that's Go Girl's main focus is to provide life skills and to provide a cohort of support. And it's really, really been exciting to watch this journey over the last 2 years.
Yes, and I have been following you guys for like the last 7, 8 months. I love how you give them so much more than just their given title.
Right.
That is a weight that you hold on you when you are in the system. You think that you can't achieve anything. You guys make it possible for them to believe that they can become you, and I love that. And what when you say that you started Go Girls, what field were you coming from that made you even think of wanting to do this?
So my background is in social service. I graduated from Edinburgh University with my
Okay.
bachelor's in sociology. And so when I got out of school, I was like, okay, I love people. Let me help people. And I started working on my master's degree, but I still felt empty.
Okay.
So working as a caseworker and seeing some of the challenges of being a caseworker, I don't like going to somebody's house and telling them how they should live their life. Do I want to be a help and a assistance? Definitely. But to
Yes.
go in and tell you what you need to do, I didn't agree with that. So that's what really kind of helped me sit back and say, what can I do to make life better for other people?
Right.
We are all here for something bigger than ourselves. And I believe if we all thought like that, the world would be a better place. So really having that experience in the social service arena and being in that capacity really helped me to launch Go Girls.
Okay.
Because I saw what to do right and I saw what was being done wrong.
Yes.
So learning from the mistakes of other social service agencies has really helped Go Girls become better.
And it made it possible for you to have a drive from it. Being in the social service field will drain you.
Yes.
It will some people go from coming in it to help and then they start seeing all the people that they feel as though don't want help. But meanwhile they just don't know how
Right,
to receive
right,
the help.
right.
Because they have that title on them. I have my own personal experiences that I done dealt with social services before. I done been in Schumann and things. And I never thought that I can achieve to be on the other side
And
of the
that's so
table.
true. And it's nice to see you on the other side
Yes.
of the table. But I think that's one of the things I kind of stress to the girls that we work with. Okay, yeah, my title is executive director, but I'm just a girl just like you are. I'm a girl who had my heart broke. I'm a
Right.
girl who's experienced things in life. So if I can do it, you can do it. And it's funny to me because some of the girls are like, so you mean to tell me you started this organization? And I'm like, yeah.
Right.
They're like, nuh-uh. And I'm like, girl, if I can do it, you can do it.
it.
I'm just a girl from Homewood. If I can do it, you can do it.
Hey,
So-
we got the whole Homewood up
Yes,
in here
definitely.
today.
So I think that it's important, like you said, to start allowing people see yourself for where you're going and not where you're at.
Yes.
And helping these girls to understand stop calling yourself a former foster youth. Former means those things have passed away.
Yes.
So you are who you claim to be. So you don't have to claim to be that. Whatever your passion is, that's who you are. So I really, I'm not perfect. Go Girls is always changing. We learn from our mistakes. But one thing I think that everybody who's involved in Go Girls will say is that we have a passion for it.
Yes.
You
And
know?
you give these girls a vision.
Mhm.
I am when I was in my youth, I didn't have a dream of what I was even going to be. A lot of us in our environment, only thing we think of being is alive, not getting shot, not dealing with the police. It's a lot of knots. So that's why I brought this beam of sunshine in here to explain, I would like to also talk about how the sponsorship, how is it that you go about? Was it easy? Was it difficult? For all the things that you're doing, I know that income has to come. How do you make it possible to do the things for the girls?
So I always tell people, so in my personal life, it's really hard for me to ask people for things. I'm this independent woman, but I can't transfer over to being in a nonprofit. So from starting a nonprofit, I've become a professional beggar. That's what I like to call it. I've learned how to, can you donate this? Can we have this? And what I'm realizing is that when people see that you are passionate and that you are real, they're willing to give to you if they have it. And one of the things, the biggest thing is you just have to ask. Right. And I used to be scared. I don't want to get rejected. Ads. And so from the beginning and having $0 in Go Girls account to now being able to provide the skills that we have because of the funding, it's been so awesome. So we have a lot more work to do as far as funding. We've definitely made some progress. I've learned, so in the past, I've never been at the executive level. I've always been at the lower level. So it's been a challenge for me, but it's also, I always say, Go Girls has helped me personally. That's because awesome. Those things that I lacked in confidence, maybe you don't have as much education as the next person. It's not about that. It's about having the passion and the will and the belief to do so. Yes. So I think people seeing that has made it easier for them to donate to Go Girls. I randomly get checks in the mail for Go Girls. And I'm like, where did this come from? It's $10,000. Where did this come from?
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Yes, so it's possible, but you just have to be real and do the work that you say that you're going to do. And people will see that. It takes time. I think for all of us, any entrepreneur, whether you're in nonprofit or for-profit, you have to understand the process. Yes. And a lot of us don't like to go through the process. But me going through the process was important for Go Girls to get where it's at. And I'm still learning. Right. I have a board of directors who I go back and forth with because we don't always agree, but conflict is good sometimes. Right. We learn from each other. So I think that's important. I always tell people, not only for Go Girls, for any entrepreneur, to respect and appreciate the process, even though it doesn't always feel good. Right.
Mm-hmm. And with the, the fact of, you mentioned a big sponsor to me, the Penguins. That is awesome. Yes. And when you know that a project is getting that type of exposure, that's because of your workshops. Yes. Like, I would like for you to just mention some of the things that you do with the girls. I know you mentioned that you give them life skills, but what is the life skills that you are giving them? People assume because you're in foster care, they're teaching you how to do certain things. What's your workshops like?
So our program is called the OGG program, and it stands for On Your Mark, Get Set, Go Self-Sufficiency Program. I like so that. One of the things we focus on is really helping our young women to be self-sufficient. As a caseworker, like I said previously, I didn't like to just tell people what they needed to do. So really asking our girls, what kind of workshops do you need? And some of them are very far-fetched, but we do it. If we can find somebody to do it, if I can't do it myself, we reach out to people who can. That has been really important. So in the past, we have done makeup and momming. So teaching girls how to apply makeup and how to do hair and how to do nails. We've done forgiveness. So a lot of our girls are holding on to the hurt from their past, which is hindering them from moving forward. So doing a workshop on forgiveness, that one was huge. We did one on parenting. One of the girls said, Miss Brettney, I'm a mom and I just really need help with parenting skills. And I'm like, oh, I'm not a parent. So what do I do? Right. We just reached out to somebody who is an awesome, a phenomenal parent to come in and talk. And not
that one. I like that.
And not even always from the clinical perspective. So you don't have to be somebody who's a mom. Yes. This is what I do. So I can tell you the experience.
That's what I love about you guys' workshop, is because each one that I have seen, I've seen the mommy and me. I really love them because it's not, it's hard to approach a person in a suit when you don't feel as though you deserve to wear a suit. Right. So when you guys are meeting people in their comfortability,
and that's huge,
and making a change,
meet people where they're at.
It's not that you are grabbing after everybody that's a foster child or anything. And this is for all races. It's not just for our brown women. This is to change. These movements change the world. It's not like some people don't want to be better. But what I love about your company is the ones that want to be coming to you. So you don't have to worry about the sour grapes, the bad apples. Right. Because they're not going to want to be there.
You can't help everybody. But just knowing that we're there in case they ever decide they need that help.
Yes, I love that. Now, you have upcoming workshops coming.
Do.
What is the dates for them, and we'll do the dates first.
Okay, so our upcoming workshop is called Fit and Fab. Okay. And that will be on June 23rd from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock on North Braddock at Club Elevation. So we have our personal trainer, who is Clay Moorfield. He's coming to just really talk about health and fitness. So
Awesome.
yeah, the first 45 minutes is going to be circuit training.
He works it out.
Yes, he does. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to participate. I might just come watch. And then we're also going to have options for affordable, healthy eating because, especially as me, as an African-American woman, some of the things that plague us are high blood pressure and these things like that,
Yes.
even for myself. So helping our girls to understand you can be fit on a budget.
Yes.
We just got to learn and educate ourselves.
That's what's going to attract me to come.
Right.
Here.
Please come.
Yes, because that is what I'm in the process of working on myself, is to live healthy. I joke a lot about my body, but it's more of a health thing.
Right. And that's the thing. And I think it's important for us to really pay attention to those things. And Go Girls workshops are always free to our participants. I always tell myself that I hope to never have to change that. I enjoy being able to provide these workshops for free, and we will continue to do that as long as possible. So that's on June 23rd. On June 30th, we have our Kennywood picnic.
Awesome.
So for any young woman or young or old, 16 and older, who would like to possibly win free Kennywood tickets, you can go to our Facebook page and enter by answering 3 questions. What is your passion, and what are the characteristics of a Go Girl, and what makes you a Go Girl? How
would they get in touch? How do they get to the Facebook page?
Okay.
What is your name?
So our Facebook page is Go Girls, G.O Girls, GIRLS.
Okay.
You can also go to our website, which is www.gogirlspa.org. or our Instagram, which is G.O_girls_.
That
Was a lot.
Yes. And
many ways to contact us.
Yes, Facebook is the one that they go to, though, to win the
Yes, go to
tickets.
our Facebook, which is G.O_girls. And we're really excited to have people come to our Kennywood picnic. Kennywood donated tickets to us, which is awesome.
That is awesome.
So we've had a lot of support.
You have some great sponsors. They believe in you. That's why this will be worldwide. I feel so honored to be able to meet you in the grind phase. The grind phase never leaves, but I love to connect with my clients this way. I love when you guys come and you're like, I was going through this and I was able to make it to this and be able to be here. I really, really, really love that. Like, she even took out her time. She has a meeting to be at right now with a young lady to boost her and to motivate her. I really love that, because when you look at you, you make me feel like I can do it also.
Vice versa,
girl. If you can do it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I really love that. And if anybody did want to sponsor you guys, how would they get to you to donate money and give you money?
So there's 2 ways. You can, like I said, you can visit our website, which is www.gogirlspa.org. And there is a donate button. So you could donate 50 cents all the way up to $1 million.
Right.
So that's one of the easiest ways. Or if you just want to connect and maybe donate in other ways, not necessarily monetarily, but anyway, you can email me at bduck@gogirlspa.org.
Okay.
So I love to connect with people if they want to learn more about Go Girls. I'm always checking my email, so I'm open to that.
I found them through Instagram. I'm always looking, I'm always researching, trying to find interesting things that are going on here in our city. Like I told you, you guys will be worldwide. Like I see you guys being worldwide in like 6 months. Like this is taking off for you. I like to explain to our viewers that, like you said, you've been up for 2 years and you probably didn't even see that it was going to be here, but the universe knew that you had a part in you had a place and a part to play in this. So look at it now. Hey,
yes.
Double high five, girl. Yes. Guess what? She wins the best double high five award. I go through the ringers with these high fives with people. They want to knock me out. They want to do it one time. She had it on point. So before we leave, one more time, you are Go Girls.
Yes.
Is there another person that is in it with you that you would like to shout out? Is there anybody that you want to give that moment to, that shine to?
Yes, I definitely want to shout out my board of directors. Has been very influential in Go Girls and the way that we do all of our administrative work. In addition to that, just my family and friends who have been so supportive and understanding that this is not an easy process, and they donate their time, and their effort to be able to support Go Girls, and not even just support me as a friend, but support the mission of Go Girls. So shout out to all my family and friends, and shout out to Grandma Radio for even taking the opportunity to reach out to Go Girls and give us an opportunity to share about us. I appreciate that.
That's awesome. Yes, go Grandma, go me. Yes. So before we leave, I just want to tell you again, I'm so proud of you. I'm so thankful. Everybody, go check them out on Instagram. That's how I found them. Any sponsors that would like to help out on this movement, because let me tell you, she still work a full-time job. She don't need the money for her personal. She wants to see these girls grow, because if they grow, we grow.
Absolutely.
Because I don't want nobody. What if my kids don't decide they want me to live with them?
Right.
So then I got to get somebody to help raise me once I get older. And she wasn't even taught how to wash her own hands. How am I going
That is true. I never thought about it that way.
I need this to keep going.
Right.
Because just in case she got to wash me up or something like that.
Right.
Don't be washing me half-ass.
Thank
you, Go Girls.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, it's been an honor to be with you. Once again, one last time, check them out, please. This is Grandma Radio with our Women's Wednesday. Yes, I love supporting my community and reaching out to everyone with your greatness. And you are great, baby girl.
Thank
you so much. One more time.
Double high five.
Yes. Thank you.